All right, let's get Alexa on here because she may have to have a very difficult conversation with her dad over the weekend about following OnlyFans models. And it wasn't Alexa that was the one that found out how he was following all these models. Hey, Alexa.
Hey.
How you doing today?
I'm doing interesting, I suppose.
I bet you are. Okay, so tell us about this conversation you might have to have with your dad over the weekend and how you even found out about the subject matter that you got to talk to him about.
Okay, so my teenage son follows his grandpa on Instagram, and my grandpa follows him back, so no big deal. But the other day, my son was scrolling through his feed, and he stopped on a video of a woman with very large boobs bouncing on a trampoline.
As they do.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And he's watching, and, like, Instagram shows him how, like, he's already liked the post.
Uh-huh.
And, of course, right there at the top is his grandpa.
No!
Is my dad.
So who's following? Okay. All right. I got it. Okay.
And I'm beside myself. I'm shocked. I mean, to be fair, I'm also a little amused, but he clicks through and he realizes that his grandpa has liked a lot of very similar videos and follows several bikini models and other types of barely dressed influencers.
Well,
okay. All right.
Just out of curiosity, is your mother still with us? Are they still married?
No.
Okay. All right. So
good question.
Yeah.
But no, that's not part of the issue.
Gotcha. Okay.
I am really curious on how your son tipped you off to this. Did he come right into the room and he's like, Mom, I got to tell you something? Because you may be able to use the way he approached you with the way you're going to about to approach your dad.
Like your son just outed himself too. Look what Grandpa's liking.
Right.
Look what you're liking.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's a good point because he did. He brought it straight to me and he's like, Mom, do you know Grandpa's following these women? And I don't know. I'm caught in the middle. I'm embarrassed. It's awkward. I have no idea how to respond to this. So I'm just wondering, like, do I confront my dad? Do I just laugh it off? Or do I tell my son to mind his own business?
I think
and
this
like,
is...
If I do say something, how do I even start this kind of conversation?
Yeah, I think this is an easy fix here. I think you just tell your dad, hey, just want to let you know this happened on Instagram, right?
Yes.
I just want to let you know on Instagram, anything that you like or anybody you're following can be seen by anybody else. And I think you could just leave it right there. And then he'll put the pieces together himself.
You think so?
I do.
No, I'm assuming this is a man in like his 60s or 70s. You got to knock him upside the head with technology for them to get it.
Well, can't you just explain it to him, though? So, like, every picture that you like, other people that are within your circle can see which ones you're liking. He'll put that together.
But in his mind, he's not going to think, oh, what did I like in the past, 7 days or so? I mean,
Yes,
maybe
he will.
moving forward.
Yeah, he
you
will.
think so?
Yes, he will. Yeah. And I think somehow you got to let him know that your son is following him also. Because that's the thing that's going to go,
The thing about Instagram is it not only shows you the likes, but it recommends things to you based on what your friends like. So if Kristen likes, I don't know, I'm just going to use this example.
Bunnies jumping on a trampoline.
That's exactly what I was going for. Even if she didn't send it to me, if she liked it, it might show up in my feed because they're like, well, KK and Cassie talk. So they probably like the same content. So let's go ahead and show this to Cassie. So you could even approach your dad and be like, hey, I just want you to know, my son got recommended this video because you watched and liked it, and that everyone who follows you will be recommended the things that you're liking and interacting with unless you have a private account.
Now, what's your relationship like with your dad? I mean, only you know if you can go to him and be really frank and go, hey, Pops, everybody knows how creepy you are online.
I mean, we're pretty cool, but like, we're just one of those families that doesn't talk about stuff that much. At least, I mean, my kid and I do because I'm kind of breaking that trauma cycle. But his generation, no, they don't talk about that stuff. It's just unspoken, and you kind of know you don't talk about it. But Yeah, I think I'm about ready to talk about it.
All right, let's get a little deeper with this. Is it creepy? I mean, these women are on social media and this is what they're choosing to do. And this is the content that they're pushing out, which they are doing for the male gaze. And so for him to watch it and to like it, does that make him creepy? Does that make him a pervy pop?
I'm not going to define what creepy is.
Yep.
Everybody looks at one piece of art and sees it differently. Okay. I do think this, though, that clearly your dad wants to be a good role model for your grandson. So I think that's where I think he will take this really seriously.
Because I think it's easier to explain because obviously your son's a teenager, that frontal lobe not fully developed yet. You can explain to an older man and an adult man as far as like the objectification of women. It all has to do with consent, right? So these women are doing this. This is their consent. They are choosing to do this. And I think sometimes the younger generation will be like, well, if I can look at that woman that way, I can look at all women that way. But that is not the case. This is a case by case basis. So it's very murky and tricky waters that you're wading through because you want to empower women to be who they want to be and do what they want to do. But you also want to recognize that not every woman is the same and it does not deserve to be objectified in the same way because, again, it all has to do with the consent of the situation.
I think it all boils down to that your grandson is seeing his grandfather liking those pictures, and that's what has to be addressed. You're not judging your dad. You're this is about your kid.
I love how we really intellectualized it, and Grandpa was probably just like, boobs.
That never changes. That never changes.
The Bert Show.